Hello, we are live in Americana. Welcome to this episode of Pump the Brakes. I'm the host, Eric, alongside nobody at the moment. He's coming. If you are watching this, yes, there is a new logo in the top right-hand corner. On today's episode, we are going to discuss the AFC and NFC Championship games. I took a triple shot of Rumplemints, so I'm a little distraught at the moment. I'm just being completely honest, The year of 2024 is all about accountability, and that's what we're doing here.
Most people don't even take a single shot.
Well, it's okay because nobody's watching it anyway.
That is true. Just talking to air.
Yeah, surely. I'm just gonna have to go on here and share it.
Okay.
There's one.
I found my charger, but my laptop's still on there.
What do you even need it for?
Well, I don't know. Stats.
Okay.
The data department.
The data department. It's all about the data. Data or data?
Data. Data.
I think I say data.
It's data. Oh, this could take hours,
Oh, man. Well, luckily, we got plenty of time since there's no one watching right now.
Surely our friend Kevin will join,
Oh.
Where these is? Where's the usual crew of bangers?
Yeah, where's the crew? Well, while we're waiting on this, surely I could just take the link and invite, copy, and this will just work right here. This is just going to look just like this. I don't know why it doesn't just paste. Why won't it paste?
It didn't work.
It never does. Paste. Okay, there we go. All right. The link is in the chat like it always is if anybody wants to join. Oh, all right. We're live. We're good. We got a couple people.
Oh,
we're back, baby. Oh, we even got a comment. That didn't take long. Oh, it was me. Okay.
Still, a comment's a comment. Numbers are numbers.
Numbers are numbers. That's
engagement
all.
Is engagement.
It's all about statistics.
Yeah.
Hello, Barrett.
From there.
I have your steak ready. We're ready to roll.
Not ready.
Do you? It is here.
Which one are we talking about first?
Well, we're just going to go in order. We're going to start with the Ravens and the Chiefs. The Ravens are 4.5-point favorites.
Okay.
Let's see what this over/under is now.
I feel like you should know that.
Well, it switches all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So I just want updated, accurate information. I don't think that's fucking crazy to ask. 44.5. That seems low.
Okay.
This is Lamar's time. If there was ever a chance for Lamar to take the AFC let's be honest, this is kind of a down year for the MVP. You got Mahomes at home. Again, speaking as if you're Lamar. This is the time. I think the Ravens roll.
Yeah, I got a little data from the data lab, the Pump the Brakes analytical department, which is me. The Ravens have beat the 14-5 Lions by 32, the 13-5 Niners by 14, the 11-7 Dolphins by 37, the 11-7 Browns by 25, and then they beat the Texans 16-24, the Jags by 16, the Seahawks by 34, the Bengals by 14. All these teams over 500.
They thump people.
9 2-touchdown wins over teams with winning records. Never happened in history of the NFL. This is a dominant football team. I said last week, we haven't seen a team with a level of physicality that the Ravens have on both sides of the ball since really the early 2000s. I mean, that's not how the game is played anymore,
So I don't want to miscredit whoever said it, so I'm not going to say a name, but somebody said this is eerily similar to the 2000 Ravens.
Yes, except with an actual quarterback.
Right.
I mean,
which is insane to think about. Obviously, they don't have the star power on defense. There's no Ray Lewis or no Ed Reed, but they're fucking good, dude.
That's not true, Jameson.
Well, we just ignore that. We just,
my character's being attacked.
Yeah, well, that happens.
Yeah.
However,
the Ravens, but
there's a counterpoint here.
Superman.
It's Superman. It's Mahomes.
Yeah, I would love to pick the Ravens, but like I said last week, until somebody does it, I just have to keep going with Mahomes. I mean,
Kadarius Toney being ruled out doesn't change anything.
I saw his Instagram live rant, and he was speaking like I don't even. He wasn't speaking English. I said he speaks English as well as he catches a football, which is not great. He was basically saying they were lying about their injuries. What would you want them to tell you, that you're just not good? I mean,
maybe. Is the color of the Super Bowl?
Well, Jameson, that's an actual conspiracy theory. And if you believe that theory about the Super Bowl logo, it's going to be the Ravens and the Niners.
Yeah, and this has been on Twitter for 3 months now.
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
I mean, it's a true thing. So the script says Ravens and Niners. I mean, honestly, Mahomes is already first ballot Hall of Famer if he quit playing football just like this instant. But what a legacy game this could be to drag these pitiful Chiefs all the way to the Super Bowl would be pretty impressive.
So I'm glad you said that because this is a legacy game for Lamar. Lamar needs this. Lamar needs this.
At home, Superman doesn't have kinks in the armor. His supporting cast has kinks in the armor.
Sure.
So yeah, it's
listen. Them just making the AFC Championship game with the offense that is impressive enough.
Yeah, Kevin, I love Mahomes. He's the greatest quarterback to ever play football. I don't give a shit. I love Tom Brady. Mahomes is better. Period. I don't care. Which, by the way, Mahomes has made 6 AFC championships in a row. Brady made 9 in a row. That's incredible.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, it's insane. But I mean, really, when is Mahomes going to slow down? Their offense is awful. Like, I'll put it this way: if Brock Purdy was playing for the Chiefs, they'd be 4-13.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. So yeah, the Tony thing was hilarious. I mean, they're lying about my injuries. Okay, well, I'll just be like, you suck at football. I mean, what is it?
You're cut.
Shit, he cost them more points than anything.
Is there? Well, I mean, you're already picking the Chiefs. What do the Ravens have to do? I don't want to say to contain Mahomes because, we don't fucking dive in and watch. I don't expect you to say, you got to run cover 0.
Yeah,
and, we don't do that.
I don't think you contain him. He's too good. You have to.
Besides Mahomes, is there an X factor?
Yeah, Isaiah Pacheco. The Ravens are pitiful against the run. I mean, I'm sitting here reading the numbers right now. Against power runs from running backs. I'm sorry, that's the Chiefs that are pitiful. But the Ravens are also not great against the run because I remember looking at that last week. But yeah, these numbers aren't great for the Chiefs. Against power runs from running backs, they're 31 and 32 in EPA success rate, and they're giving up 5.6 yards per carry. That is the Ravens' entire offense. So good luck. Like I said, if I was just looking at these teams, no logos, no players, just numbers, the Ravens roll.
Shouldn't even be close.
Shouldn't be close. I agree.
But Kansas City does have Taylor's boyfriend.
Oh my God. Okay, so here's the thing. If the Chiefs make the Super Bowl, the Eras Tour will be in Japan. She has a very slight window to make it back. Now, somebody said she could make it back. Huh?
How do you know that?
I keep up with pop culture.
Yeah.
Now, the rumor is she can make it back
obviously
by Saturday night. Yeah, I'm a Swiftie. Done.
They're not going to make it.
So,
It's not.
I don't know. I've got. This is going to be a great game. There's nothing else to say about it.
Not even because this is the AFC Championship game, but
this
is the best game of this
It's
season.
the best game of the season. It's Lamar. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's Super Bowl alliance. Everything you can ask for. And all I can think about is I'm going to miss football. I'm going to miss it so much. I put out this Facebook post every year. Just don't take it for granted. It goes by so fast.
It does. It does. And I love that it goes by so fast because that means baseball's ended. It goes by so fast. Baseball starts again.
Yeah, well, baseball's awful. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that 5 World Series games.
We're not talking about that.
Combined TV ratings were 5 million short of the worst rated NFL divisional games. So.
Yeah, that's because the Diamondbacks ran it. You just got to win a fucking home game. Game 6. How do you lose game 6 and 7?
Yeah, that's on your mind, and football being over is on my mind. The day after the Super Bowl is quite fucking easily the worst day of the year. I would put it right up there with 9/11. It's horrible. Pearl Harbor, D-Day, the worst day of the year. Day after the Super Bowl, it's terrible. So prepare to live in misery that day.
Okay, if you're watching this podcast, please subscribe, rate, review. You can go to YouTube, Apple Podcast, Spotify. We'd like to see those numbers get up.
Okay. Well, Pump Breaks had a little surge this week of followers.
Yeah.
You were out there whoring yourself out.
Oh, I'm I'm going to be unbearable the next couple months. I'm just going to be like a spam email.
Okay. You would think your friends could just click a simple button.
I mean, I wouldn't have to do that. I have 1,000 friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
Half of them I don't even know are like.
But still, they could click the button.
I'm going to be honest. So if only half of them, I just need half.
Half.
I'll even take half of the half that I like.
The half of the half.
You just 30 seconds.
Not even 30 seconds.
Not even 30 seconds.
You're already scrolling. Just click. And it's over.
Well, I'll be honest. So I'm doing a lot of this for Facebook. I don't care about fucking Facebook pages like that.
Okay.
You just got to go to YouTube. But we got the QR code. We got business cards.
Oh,
we got it all covered. Oh yeah, we got it all covered.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, we got stuff coming.
Back.
Well,
My heavens, man, said business cards. Oh, by the way, Mark Lawrence likes the Chiefs outright. I know people love to hear that. I simply don't have the energy or the strength to read the paragraphs of data.
Data.
Data. It just puts our analytics department to shame. It's the best computers in the world. So.
Are there any prop bets that you like? I can go over some of this. Anytime touchdown score, Lamar is plus 110.
I mean, that seems true.
Taylor's boyfriend is plus 125. Pacheco's plus 135.
I like Pacheco. That's not a lot though. Plus 23. I expect a little more than that.
Yeah. Isaiah Likely plus 380. Mark Andrews is back. That's a big deal.
Okay.
Plus 250. So you would think Likely would be higher.
Pull up the. I was looking at something this morning. Pull up the Super Bowl MVP odds. Do they have that on there? They should have it on there, right?
Yes, I will do that.
Okay.
Kind of a sneaky one. Dalvin Cook plus 1,300 to score a touchdown. Man was, no pun intended, cooking at the end of last week's game.
He got 8 carries.
Yeah, and he looked fucking good too.
He had a 19-yard run. I mean, he looked pretty good.
You could probably find that. I'm not great with FanDuel. Mahomes passing yards over under 239.5.
Boy, that seems too far.
That seems way too low. Why?
That seems, yeah.
Do we know what the weather is like? Can't be that fucking bad.
I feel like that's a trap there.
If Mahomes throws for less than 239 yards, they're going to get blown out.
Agreed. This is why. So I'm looking at the Super Bowl odds now. This pick that I'm about to give out, maybe the greatest value pick of all time.
Well, let's hear it.
Deebo Samuel is 50-1 to win the Super Bowl MVP. Receivers win this. Edelman won the MVP. I mean, receivers win the MVP.
Yeah.
Dude, he gets like 120 yards and 2 TDs. He's going to be the MVP.
That's bold of you to assume they're just going to beat Detroit.
Well, I mean, they're going to beat Detroit. I want the Lions to win. I'm always an agent of chaos.
We'll get to
I
that.
love upsets, but
We'll get to that.
By the way, your boy Brock Purdy's second at plus 330.
Well, yeah, quarterbacks, of course. Lamar Jackson over under 209.5 passing yards.
I'd say under. I think the Ravens are going to come out and run the ball and throw it to the Chiefs. I mean, like I said, the Chiefs' rush defense has not been great.
According to FanDuel, they expect Lamar to have a day on the ground.
Yeah, I can see that.
50-plus rushing yards is minus 250.
Yeah, that seems free though. I mean, that's not a lot.
50 yards is a lot.
No. What is you know what I like? What is the Gus Bus? What is his yards? I love the Gus Bus. One of the most.
He's so underrated.
He's
dude.
so consistent. He's 5.2 yards per carry every time he touches the ball. What do we have here?
For the most rushing yards of the game, he's plus 380. I don't have anything. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, this is just alternate, not like over under.
God bless.
60-plus yards is
I like that.
plus 168. 50-plus yards is even money, essentially.
But if he gets like 10 to 12 carries, you're right there. You're right where you need to be. So I would take that.
Do you like the over or the under?
I feel like I like the under. Like I said, I think the Ravens are going to line up and run the ball. Chiefs defense has been good. Chiefs
defense is
rush defense not great. They don't play very well on the road on defense, but they were number 1 defense at home and number 21 on the road. That's crazy. You have to go look at the schedule then to figure that out. But, yeah. All
right. I'm going Ravens outright.
Ravens
I do think that. I do
cover
think
the 4.5.
I do think they cover 4.5.
I don't.
Well, no, I don't think it's going to be a lot.
Maybe like a touchdown.
Yeah. I don't think they win by double digits.
Okay. I got another stat for you from the PTB analytics department.
Well, I wish you would have said that before I made my pick.
This actually is good for you.
Oh, perfect.
Since 2009, 7 teams have entered the conference championship coming off of a win of 20-plus points. Those teams are 6-1 straight up, and the home teams are 5-0 in the conference championship.
Free.
So
Take
it speaks to a level of dominance, right? I mean, like I said, I read the sheet earlier. The Ravens have just dominated really good football teams.
Yes.
I mean, good God, they kicked the shit out of San Francisco.
I don't think there's a doubt that they're the best team in the NFL.
I don't know. But picking the Chiefs because, one, you picked the Ravens.
Fair.
And free fades. And two,
It's
yes,
Mahomes.
Kevin, I love Patrick Mahomes.
It's
I do.
Mahomes. I get it.
Do I like watching high-quality fucking football? Yes. Do I like watching the greatest quarterback of all time play in the AFC Championship and Super Bowl? Yes. Fucking sue me. Okay.
If this was the Buffalo Bills
Yes.
instead of the Chiefs,
That would be all Ravens.
I'm just asking
All Ravens.
the tough questions.
I actually think that the Bills are probably a worse matchup for the for the Ravens. Because that would have been a slugfest.
Yeah, it would have.
That would have been a lineup, and let's fucking play 1994 football. With a 6'6" quarterback. I mean, God bless. Quarterbacks are so much more athletic nowadays.
Everybody is.
God, I can't wait. Patrick Mahomes. How blessed are we? We got Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen last week. We get Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson this week.
It's unbelievable.
And
there's people that think Johnny Unitas is better than all of them.
like for the people who are talking about, oh, fuck the quarterback, you can't hit the quarterback, blah, blah. Good.
This is why.
I don't want them motherfuckers to get hit.
Could you imagine watching Chase Daniel and Tyler Huntley in this game?
Fucking exactly. Like, put flags on them. I'm fine with it. Touch them, they're out. Like, I don't care. But, like, I don't want to see these motherfuckers get hurt. You know?
Yeah.
That happened this year. 9 starting quarterbacks got hurt. And we ended up with primetime games of shit, you know? Where the Vikings are on their 15th string quarterback. Got guys I never heard of.
In the NFC, the Detroit Lions at the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners are 7.5-point favorites. Over-unders 52.5.
Jesus.
And I want to start out by saying the Detroit Lions are like the JV team of the San Francisco 49ers. McCaffrey, obviously better than Gibbs.
Yeah.
But Gibbs is, he's McCaffrey-like.
I feel like
Laporta and Kittle, almost the same guy.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, not as big and bulky as Debo, but kind of plays like that Debo style.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the Lions are about to get worn out like that gum Mickey Loomis was chewing the other week. Looking at it here, the Lions, it says Lions rank number 1. Okay, number 1 on targets to the middle of the field. Jared Goff throws the middle of the field more than any quarterback in the league. The best defense against passes to the middle of the field is the 49ers.
Fred Warner, shout out.
That's not great. That's from the Pump the Brakes analytical department.
Yeah, so literally everything the Niners thrive at, the Lions are the worst at. I saw the Niners are obviously the best team in the NFL, obviously, with yards after the catch. When they catch the ball, they just fucking take it and go. And the Lions defend that the worst. I promise you, as much as I want Detroit to win, I don't see how this is going to be close.
I don't either. And I want the Lions to win very badly.
I want them to win so badly. I think they're going to get the shit.
Also, I think if the Ravens and the Niners play in Super Bowl, I think the Ravens may shit pump them.
I do too. They already did.
Yeah, true.
They already did.
I think they very well may shit pump them again.
I think that I got to tread lightly here because I have a lot of Niners hate built up inside of me.
Kevin took the free fade.
If Debo is not at 100%, if the weather is as bad as it was last week, and that leads to Brock Purdy being Brock Purdy, which is mediocre at best, then I think it can be a game.
To be completely fair, the Niners should have lost last week.
100%. Because of those things. No Debo, shitty weather, Brock Purdy.
Let's talk about that. Because I know you sent the video. I had seen the video. And everybody was getting on this guy, but I agree 100%. Football would be so much better without kickers.
Yeah.
It would just be so much more pleasant. Could you imagine you're I don't know, Debo, you're Christian McCaffrey, you're fucking St. Brown, you're fucking, a lineman, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And you've been banging all game, and you've been fucking working out all year, your whole life. banging all game, getting beat up. And here comes this motherfucker, okay? A motherfucker.
Respectfully.
No, to kick a 40-yard field goal, making $2 million a year. He never gets hit. He doesn't have to work out. He ain't got to run. Just kick the fucking ball, and he missed it he may have missed the net. He may have missed the whole fucking net.
It wasn't close. It wasn't close.
And then the same thing in the Texans game. I'm sick of these motherfuckers, and I agree with the guy. Yes, football would be better with no kickers. You just got to go for it all the fucking time. Fuck kickers. Give me a fucking kicker on this podcast.
I want to
Matt Bryant. Matt Bryant started my hate for kickers in 2014.
Oh, God, it was that long ago?
Yeah, it's awesome. 33 yarder. He missed it by 37 yards.
Surely we can get Zach on here. I know he's a punter, but
yeah, I mean, I feel like you got to keep punters. Like I've got no qualms with punters. Like they can't really fuck up.
well, listen, I've said this a year ago. If you can kick, you can punt. You only need one roster spot. You should only need one roster spot for both.
Okay.
If you can kick, you can punt.
I
understand
can
it's
punt,
different.
You can't kick.
Not necessarily. No,
But
right.
you're saying if you can kick, you can probably
100%.
I agree.
100%.
Let us carry an extra quarterback or whatever.
Anything.
Right. Yeah, but it's like what the guy said. Like let's design this game. We're going to have these big physical monster freak athletes, and they're
Ross
gonna
Tucker, by the
play
way. Shout out.
60 minutes. They're going to fucking grind it out, and let's put 2 posts out there for this scrawny motherfucker to come in and really, like you said, shit, they come in the biggest moments. You know,
Literally.
like I mean, I hate kickers so much. They just worthless. Truly.
Oh, yeah. Evan McPherson, thank you. Shout out.
God, that idiot. I don't think he's missed a kick since then.
Well, let me tell you something. So he missed that kick week 1 when we were at the Thirsty Marlin, and then he's the one that ended my betting career in the divisional game. 23 and a half, and of course they scored 23 with the mixed one.
Seems so improper.
Oh, does it? Okay, so as good as the Lions are, they are basically a notch below San Fran everywhere, except for quarterback. I would take Jared Goff.
Well, yeah, of course.
I don't think that's crazy to say.
No, and look, I think the Packers should have won the game. First of all, they were a bad matchup for San Francisco. The Packers, by the way, are going to be a fucking problem in the future.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's going to be playing on no money, which I'm sure they'll have to extend them either next year or the following. He's been playing on basically nothing. They got a great roster. Their defense is great. They got playmakers. If Christian Watson could fucking not get a torn hamstring every time he coughs, you know,
every year, dude.
Maybe he ought to chew some gum like Mickey Loomis. I don't know.
Apparently, their top corner, Jair Alexander, is not coming back.
He's an idiot.
Well, please come to Philly.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here's a stat.
Okay.
Incredible stat of the week from the PTB Mark Lawrence Analytical Department. Going into the divisional round, the 49ers were 0-31 with Kyle Shanahan when trailing by 5 or more points entering the fourth quarter. So I guess they're now 1-31.
Oh, shout out Brock Purdy.
Shout out Brock Purdy. What a stud.
Over under 275 and a half passing yards for Brock Purdy.
There's no way, huh? There's no way.
No, there is a way.
Okay.
That line, we know. We said this last week. That secondary
It's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good. It's not good.
275 is a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's also like only, 2 McCaffrey screens and he's got 150
See,
already.
That fucking makes me nervous. I would not bet the over, but I would just stay away from that
You
because
don't have to bet everything.
anything could fucking happen. Jared Goff, 256 and a half. Again, kind of like what I said with Stroud, which lost big time. If they're going to win, he should have over 256 passing yards. And if they are losing and they're losing bad, he should have over 256 passing yards. My favorite player in this game, dude, Amon-Ra St. Brown is one of the 5 most underrated players in the NFL.
Okay. Well, that's fun.
86 and a half
He's a
yards.
stud. I feel
What's
like
his catches?
I feel like he's properly rated.
I don't know what his catches are, but if it's anything under 7.5,
what
I'm
is it?
taking the over.
Oh, it's got to be like 5.5 or 6.
Oh, this is one of those, the alternate things.
Oh, okay.
7+ receptions is minus 210. Jesus Christ.
Oh, God. 7?
9+ is the only one plus
Oh,
money.
my God.
All right, well, all right.
Well,
Listen, they're going to have to pepper him. He's the best player on their team offensively.
So I've got Super Bowl. I got Chiefs, Niners. That would be a great game. Chiefs, Niners.
I'm gonna fucking say this is happening.
Okay.
And I'm going against everything that I said earlier.
Yep.
My official pick: the Detroit Lions going to San Francisco.
Oh.
And win by a touchdown.
Oh. That's a fucking hot take. I hope they do. I love chaos.
I
mean, honestly, the city of Detroit deserves it.
I can't.
Even though fucking Jamel Hill is a race baiting piece of shit, I guess she can go to the Super Bowl one time.
I will. You know what? They can go to the Super Bowl just to get waxed by Baltimore.
Yeah. Well, I said this last week. I mean, I would be lining up to pick the AFC side of the Super
Bowl. Here's a fun question. Jamel Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Would she rather her hometown Detroit Lions win the Super Bowl or rather the Lamar Jackson? And you know what I'm implying with that, win the Super Bowl.
Who knows what she wants? She'd probably rather have a black man coaching, I'm sure. She's an idiot. Grifters are the worst. The worst. They're the worst on both sides. Republican, Democrat, white, I don't care. They're just terrible people.
Yeah.
They thrive off of your insecurities and your weaknesses.
No, and boy, do they ever.
Yeah.
But we could say that for a different day. I don't really have much to say. I thought somebody may hop in the chat, but nobody is. That's fine.
Yeah, nobody hopped in the chat.
No roulette here.
Dead day. I mean, honestly, my head's all over the place after the auction last night. And
yeah, how'd that go? Let's talk about the auction. You guys raised a little money for Zachary baseball?
Yeah, Coach Fisher did great. Sets up a great event. You need somebody, an event coordinator. Jacob Fisher's your man.
Oh,
it's a beautiful event, beautiful place. Great drinks. Probably a little too strong.
This not on me this time. I don't have no blood on my hands this year.
There's no blood. Yeah, I'm probably the only person in the history of an auction to bid against himself twice. So here we are.
Does that surprise you?
No.
It does not surprise me.
Not my condition. No.
Oh,
God.
Something by Juszczyk's wife. I don't know her name.
She's so good.
Those are cool.
She's so good.
Those are cool.
Oh dear God.
Ben Hamilton wants to know if you're going to be up for some golden tea. Excuse me. This Rumpelmans is catching back up to me.
Of gold today? I doubt it. Not today. I mean, I'm been watching ball. You gonna bring the machine over here? I'll play. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, yeah, I love. By the way, this is something I haven't talked about. I know Ben knows. I know Munn knows. I got to give up some golden tea.
Ooh,
like I'm full blown. Remember when Tiger couldn't chip like 10, 15 years ago? Couldn't chip a golf ball. That's where I'm at right now.
That's embarrassing.
It's bad.
It's just a video game, friend.
Like I usually shoot about 19, 20 under. I'm shooting like 8 under. Like I'm not even close. Yes, they're open.
Yes, they are open. Yes, I had a Rumpelmans, a large one.
Yes.
Shout out Presley.
Shout out to not taking shots.
I have nothing less. Nothing
that's
else.
Like I said, all I can think about is the auction last night and that football being over. So
are you ready to start drinking?
Huh?
Are you ready to start drinking?
Already started.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to the new podcast.
Oh yeah, shout out. What are you saying?
Watch your mouth, Evans. GT is way more than me. I know. I was just trying to ruffle. I was just trying to ruffle some feathers.
GT is life.
Listen, man, I got my own golden tea card. I get it.
I think the only time Munn travels is to play golden tea. Like everybody, like, what's Munn doing? I'm like, if he's out of the state, he's playing golden tea somewhere, or he's working. One of the two. Yeah, I got no thoughts. Like I said, football being over, just kind of the worst day. Like, you know, it's coming, and there's nothing you can do about it. So. Yeah.
Well, luckily, because you know the Monday after the Super Bowl, you said is like one of the worst days.
The worst day of the year. Not one of. It is the worst.
Well, let's just. This is going to be a tease because there might be an episode of a new podcast that launches Monday. We're still confirming if it's going to be Monday, but it's definitely going to be that week. Shout out, make it a double.
Are you gonna release the guest now, or are you gonna make it a surprise?
If I release the guest now, with the 5 people listening, they won't know who that is. So I'm gonna keep it a surprise for now.
Like Kevin knows one of them.
Kevin does know one of them, but I don't think Kevin's listening anymore because he usually would just comment.
Losing viewers left and right.
Well, that's because we're not talking about Zachary baseball. You know, if Hitman was on here, then
Hitman puts asses in the seats.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah.
Which I haven't heard from Hitman today, which is weird. I thought he said he was coming over.
Well, hopefully he brings himself a steak because that's that.
Sure.
Yeah. YouTube, subscribe, rate, review. I know I post about the Facebook. I don't care about Facebook. I need YouTube. We will hear from you. I guess we could do a pod this week to recap these games.
A little recap, maybe Super Bowl preview, go over some Super Bowl props.
Oh, yeah, we have 2 weeks of that. So
Coin flip, tails never fails.
subscribe, rate, review.